Paul Graham from OptimalBody.ca. Today I'm going to answer the question, how sore is too sore to work out? First, I want to explain this video is for normal general population people. It's not for competitive athletes or bodybuilders or people who are training at that level. It's just for normal people who are either getting back into exercising or who haven't exercised before. It's very rare you can be too sore to work out in terms of causing any physical damage. You're usually going to be safe most of the time. One exception is a condition that's referred to as rhabdo. This is where you've done so much damage to the muscle, it starts actually having problems and almost damaging itself after the workout. And then it can start to give you problems with your kidneys. This is an incredibly rare condition though. There's only about 26,000 cases a year in America, and most of those aren't going to probably be related to over-exercising either. They're related to trauma from potentially car accidents or things like this where there's damage done to the muscles. So I'm going to explain warning signs of this, but don't think that this is something that happens to most normal people that are exercising at regular levels or starting to get active. Post-workout soreness, which is often referred to as DOMS or delayed onset muscle soreness, will usually hit its peak where you're most sore 24 to 48 hours after you've exercised. Warning signs you might be getting rhabdo is if after 48 to 72 hours after you've worked out, the muscle soreness isn't improving. Now, just to be clear, that doesn't mean that the muscle soreness has to be gone. It just needs to be improving. If you're not seeing it improve at all, that's a potential warning sign. If you haven't urinated in a while, because it creates issues with kidneys, if you're noticing you're not urinating, that's another big warning sign. If your urine is brown or really, really dark, that is another warning sign. If you have these, go seek medical treatment, please. One of the biggest risk factors for people is if they're exercising past the point where they're really pushing the intensity hard, where like they've thrown up in the workout and then they keep working out, and it's a really, really high intensity, as well as being dehydrated. Because if you're dehydrated, again, that creates some of the issues around with the kidneys where they can't filter out properly some of the things that happen with the damage done in the muscle. So if you're making sure you're hydrated while you're working out and after working out, and you're being sane with how hard you're working out, that shouldn't be a problem at all. Circling back to the question of how sore can you be in workout, it's actually a really good thing for most types of muscle soreness to actually get moving again, and it helps to reduce the amount of pain you're going to be in. I have a separate video that covers strategies for helping to reduce muscle soreness. I'll have that video pop up above my head. So if you want to get out of that pain, you can watch that. But what I'd recommend doing is get moving. And so you could do lighter types of exercise to start with. So even just walking or doing light versions of the exercises you did when you were strength training or working out. But getting moving is a much better option. The vast majority of people, when they have that type of soreness, they're not used to it. And it's new and it's scary when you're feeling that type of muscle pain and you're not used to it. The tendency is to be more sedentary and not move around because you don't want to experience that pain. But if you get up and moving, you're going to help to reduce that. There's a few key points I want to touch on around muscle soreness. One is this whole thought process of no pain, no gain. For regular general population people who are looking to get a little bit more fit, looking to maintain muscle mass, looking to lose some body fat, things like this, you don't need to be sore all the time. It's not necessary to reach your goals. What we found best at our personal training studio that works well for most regular Joes and Janes out there is actually enjoying your workouts. Most people don't enjoy having long muscle soreness after their workouts. So what I'd recommend you do is figure out how sore you're comfortable with being. So if you want to be comfortable in your normal day-to-day tasks and you're not sore all the time when you're washing your hair or you're trying to sit down on the toilet or getting up and down the stairs, just adjust how hard you're working out to meet what your needs are. Don't feel this pressure that you have to be sore all the time, no pain, no gain. Ease yourself into exercise, slowly increase, and actually enjoy what you're doing, and you're going to be a lot better off. But having said all that, you don't almost ever have to worry about doing massive damage if you have some muscle soreness left over from your workouts.